What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sim the Goat 5, man. Back with a new one, you know what I'm saying? I know it's been a little minute. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving holidays. We got a new one for you today. You got Gotti of the YSL trial, of the YSL case, found not guilty. And Shannon Stillwell, he had been found, I think he was guilty of one charge, I think. So we're gonna get on into that today. And other than that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, man. It's your boy CM the Goat 5, man. Let's go.
Why is everyone spiraling over YouTube banning ad blockers? Like, chill guys, just use Pi. It's a free Chrome extension that's actually made by one of the founders.
30-year-old about turning his life around and having a second chance at life and making it mean something and being there for one's children and for one's family. So I'm just so happy, excited for Shannon. I'm happy and excited for his grandmother, who I was able to hug, and I'm happy for his kids, and I'm just very hopeful that this is a turning point and there's great things coming in the future.
Max, is this a fair and just verdict, do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The jurors, we asked so much of the jurors, and they really scrutinized the evidence, and they demanded real evidence, and it wasn't there. And so we are thankful for the jurors, and it's just a great day.
Did you have a chance to talk to the jurors?
I did, and I'm not going to comment on the discussions with the jurors, but I will just say I think the fact that they deliberated for 4 days, and also that just the amount of time that they put in, they certainly scrutinized everything, and they did their jobs as jurors, and we are appreciative of that and so thankful.
Can you reiterate again what he was only found guilty on one charge and what that means for the future, him getting released, all that stuff?
So he was found guilty of possession of a firearm on March 17th, not the day of any of any other crimes. It was the day that he was arrested.
Okay.
And there was a gun that was registered to his girlfriend that was found near the scene of where he was arrested, and that's what he was convicted of. Judge Whitaker, we are so thankful to her for having an open mind. A lot of times when you take a case to trial, you just get the maximum sentence for daring to take on the state. Judge Whitaker did not see it that way. She gave Mr. Stillwell a time-served sentence for the time that he is served, followed by probation. Mr. Stillwell has a couple, or I think one other criminal matter that needs to be resolved. I am hopeful and optimistic. It's nothing like this case. It's a case that was picked up while incarcerated. And we're hopeful that there will be a quick resolution to that case, and Mr. Stillwell will be able to get back to his life and his children and his family.
You think he'll be home by Christmas? Is that
I'm hoping. Okay. That's not unrealistic.
I know you don't want to get into exactly what the jurors said, but what do you think their one sticking point was?
I don't think there was one sticking point. I don't think there was. so many people have been watching this case. You know, in opening, I said from the beginning about the witnesses in blue suits and wearing the Fulton County blues, and I think the world got to see how cases can be built the wrong way. Just finding people that are prone to lie and talking to them at their most desperate time to try to get them to say things about other people, and I think that's what happened here, and I think the jurors recognized that. And of course, regarding the 2022 case, that was on video, and I think we explained what we saw in the video, and I think the jurors likely saw the same thing.
What kind of message should this verdict send to the taxpayers of Fulton County?
Oh, I don't know about all that. The message that was sent to me is my client has a second chance at life, and we're just so thankful for that. And I know he is, and we are also just so thankful to the press for covering this, and all the people that at some point the public began to root for us, and that did make a difference, and we appreciate all the people that have been supporting us throughout this process, this long journey.
Can you speak to the conditions of the jail?
I mean, and I don't mean to, we know that Shannon was stabbed in the stomach earlier in this trial, while this trial was going on. We know we had to break for a week, or at least a week, might have been 2 weeks for his recovery. I was the only person allowed to go see him in the hospital. And so that was, you know, and then Mr. Kendrick was stabbed in the head recently. So obviously those are serious, and we got to make sure we take care of people, especially people that are not even convicted of anything. And so that's I think it's something we need to address. I'm not blaming any particular person, but it's something as a society and as a city we need to take care of.
Just your reaction, what happened?
You know, Diamante and I I want to say we were surprised, because given that the jury had clearly been looking at all the evidence, we thought that this was the only outcome they could really come to. But nevertheless, we were thrilled. Just he's looking forward to getting out, getting back to his music, getting back to his family. All the supporters he's had, all the prayers, all the love. It's been wonderful. And I didn't say this earlier to everybody else, but I have got to thank Judge Whitaker. The entire case changed when she took over. We got a fair trial, and anyway, it's just a wonderful experience.
No, I ain't no regrets. No regrets. You know what I'm saying? He did what he felt like he wanted to do. So he's grown. He made his own decision.
Have you spoken to him since this happened?
Yeah.
If so, what was his reaction to today's verdict?
Today? No, I haven't spoken to him today.
How is he doing?
He's doing great. He's doing great. Honestly, he's doing great. So he don't have a word. You know, we still fight. We still fighting out as well. It's not over for us.
What do you mean?
Nah. Huh?
What do you mean it's not over for you guys?
It's not over for us because I got another son and a grandson that was arrested about this case that I'm still fighting for.
You've been an outspoken critic of Fulton County DA's office. In light of today's verdict, I got a message for them?
I still feel the same way about the DA office. It's a piece of shit. So, you know, we got to get those people out of there. If we want to continue to have justice, we got to get them out of there.
I want to say that I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I stood down, 10 toes down, every day, day in, day out. I stood by my son. It was his decision to not take the plea. And I said, whatever you want to do, I want to do. He said, no, I ain't taking the plea. He didn't take it, and we stood down. I prayed. I thank God for all the supporters all over the world. People who were supporting me, texting me, DMing me. I appreciate the love, and the love. All the prayer warriors, I'm thankful. God is good. He did his big one. They used my son rap lyrics against him. How dare they do that? It's a freedom of speech. They just did so much corruptness in this case. And they threw things against the wall and it didn't stick. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I just got so much emotion right now. I'm full. Day in, day out, going to work, having a personal life, coming back down here, sleeping in the courtroom, they having to wake me up, doing this thing over and over and over again repetitiously. Every day. My son stood up 30 months. My son stood up. And we was victorious. I'm thankful to God that a mother love went beyond the world. And I'm thankful I never gave up on my son. Never. He said, Mama, I'm not taking it. I'm standing up. And I stood right by him every day. Every day of the week, I stood by my child. And he said, no. And I said, I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to stand with you to the end. And we stood down to the end. You never give up. No matter what started against you, you never give up. Never. And he stood down. And I'm right here every day. Every day I stood up with him. Every night I prayed with him. And I told him, son, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than you. And I'm thankful to the people all over the world that prayed, gave me encouragement. He gave me encouragement. Big Jeff, Miss Sylvia, everybody around me. Taylor, Cole, I got so many people, my family members in Miami, Florida. Everybody that gave me hope and encouragement. And Diamante stood every day. He watched them say bad things about him and disgrace him. And I had him and I raised him. They divulged his character. They said bad things about him, but we got the victory. And in life, you never give up. Never. You never give up, no matter how bad it look. God said he'll make your enemy your footstool. I look to the hills where my help come from. I had bad days, I had good days, I had emotional days, but I damn if I was gonna give up. And I'm thankful for everybody that's been around me in my life who encouraged me. I'm emotional beyond words. I am emotional beyond words, beyond measures. A mother love. I never will give up. And I taught him that to give up, never give up. No matter what the traditional system say about him, never get up.
All right. It's a lot of emotion. It was a lot of emotion flying in that verdict, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that press conference. Diamante Kendrick's mom, she very, very emotional, you know, which I can understand that, you know what I'm saying? Her son got the victory and everything, you know. Well, folks, you know, that case, shit, that was the longest case in Georgia history, I think. I think they said, man, you know. 'Cause we never seen nothing in the history of, you know, when it comes down to trial like that in Georgia, so to speak, being that big, you know, it'd be big everywhere else in the other countries and cities, you know what I'm saying? Places like that, but shoot. In Georgia history, YSL trial was the longest, man. I'm telling you, that's the longest, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. They all of them pretty much finna be home now. Maybe be home right before the holiday, right before Christmas, you know what I'm saying? From what they saying Young Thug is working on new music, you know, and staying focused, you know what I'm saying, staying prayed up, doing what he's supposed to be doing. So, you know, hopefully he getting back on track pretty much. You know what I'm saying, with the music, man. I want to hear some new Young Thug music, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty good fan of Young Thug music, you know what I'm saying? Very talented individual. Yeah. That's what's going on, man. It's a lot going on out here. Let's see. All right. If you hadn't, man, you hadn't got the Rogue Energy drink, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get your can of that Rogue Energy drink, go ahead and put it. Use the QR code Malone TV, as you can see on my screen right now. The Malone TV QR code, and you can get 10% off on your purchases. You know what I'm saying? It's got a good flavor. It's a good tasting drink, energy drink. If you're tired, feeling, you know what I'm saying, down and out, you know what I'm saying. Even if you're working out, you can still get you some of it, drink some of that. Oh, it's gonna amp you up pretty good. I've actually tried it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty good stuff. So why don't you just go by using QR code Malone TV that's on the front of my screen and go ahead and try to get you some of that. Also, if you hadn't, make sure you get a copy of my book, man, my autobiography, Hustle Forward, Not Backward. Mama, I Made It by yours truly, Charles Malone. You know what I'm saying? And I got a description on the back of here, you know what I'm saying, tell you a little bit about me and everything. But you had to purchase the book in order to be able to find out all the details inside. Go by going to Amazon.com, or you can go to Barnes and Noble. You know what I'm saying? It's Amazon.com, Barnes and Noble. You can find it in any of those retail stores or online. So make sure you get your copy of this autobiography, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy CM the Goat 5, man. Back with another one. On to the next. We'll see y'all on the next one. Deuces.